All right, good Monday, everybody. Welcome back to Ty Guy, the sports guy. I am Ty Guy. I am the sports guy. Happy Monday, May 10th, everybody out there, 2021. In today's episode, we're going to have a minor league update report. We're going to talk about the fantasy studs this week for both hitters and pitchers and relief pitchers. And we're going to talk about the top waiver wire guys who had the best week. So, come on down, check us out. I am Ty Guy, the sports guy. Please like, subscribe, share, and add. Oh, and one other thing we're going to talk about is Jacob Degrom's exit from yesterday too as well. So here we go. All right, everybody. So first topic of conversation we're going to talk about are the top 5 fantasy baseball hitters. From the New York Yankees, Giancarlo Stanton. He had 3 runs, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. His OPS was 1,316, and his batting average this week was 375. A couple weeks ago, the Yankees switched up their lineup a little bit. They put Giancarlo Stanton in the number 2 hole, and it's done some great things for him. They switched Aaron Judge in the 3 hole, and they kept DJ LeMahieu in the number 1 hole. This week has done great things for Giancarlo Stanton. He's seen more pitches. He's hitting better, and he's got more protection behind him with Aaron Judge. The number 4 fantasy baseball player this week was Miguel Rojas, shortstop, Miami Marlins. This week he was extremely hot. He started off Monday with a huge day and just kept rolling through the week. This week, Mr. Rojas had 9 runs, 2 bombs, 5 RBIs, 0 stolen bases. He had an average of 458 and an on-base plus slugging of 1,500 almost. So Miguel Rojas was the number 4 fantasy baseball hitter of the week. Number 3, from the San Francisco Giants, usually the light hitting, beautiful hair, Brandon Crawford. He had 5 runs, 3 bombs, 8 RBIs, swiped a bag. He hit 385 this week and had an OPS of 1,627. The whole Giants lineup hit really, really well this week. He was one of 3 hitters that had an extremely nice week for the Giants lineup. Number 2 on the list comes from the Houston I cheat and bang on trash cans Astros. Yordan Alvarez was number 2 hitter this week. He had 7 runs, 3 home runs, and just to let you know how elite this guy is of a hitter, 2 of those home runs were off Garrett Cole. They only scored 2 runs that whole game. So if you want to know who the best hitter is on the Astros right now, it's that dude. He had 6 RBIs this week, 0 stolen bases. He's not the most fleet of foot. He hit 520 this week and had a slugging on-base percentage of 1,440. So he had a very nice week. And the number 1 gentleman this week is from the slugging Texas Rangers, is Adolescent Garcia. He had 6 runs, 4 bombs, 12 RBIs. He swiped a bag. He is a 28-year-old sensational rookie. Right now, he is the leader for AL Rookie of the Year. He also hit an amazing clip of 464 and had an on-base plus slugging of 1,429. So there are your top 5 fantasy hitters for the week. And now the top waiver wire hitter this week is Robbie Grossman, outfielder / DH for the Detroit Tigers. He has been their leadoff man all year. If you've been watching Detroit Tigers baseball at all this entire year, they are absolutely trash. They suck. They are the worst team in all of baseball. They are on a 20-year rebuild project. They're only in year 5 of it. So just to let you know how bad they're going to be for a very, very, very long time. It's absolutely brutal for your Detroit fan right now. They can have the next 15 number 1 draft picks over the next 15 years, and they're probably going to get it wrong every single time. So it just sucks to be a Detroit Tigers fan right now. But Robbie Grossman was the one highlight of the week. He had 5 runs, 1 bomb, 4 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. He had a batting average of 368 and an on-base plus slugging of 1,170. All right, so now we are going to flip on the fantasy side to the top pitching performances this week. We're going to give you the top 3 fantasy starters that started this week. Number 3, Dylan Cease. Chicago White Sox. Right now, Cease is pitching to his potential. He is throwing great right now. I said in an earlier video, he changed some of his mechanics this offseason. Even the catcher Grandal said he is throwing much better, much smoother, much freer in the spring training of 2021 than he did in all of 2020. So the mechanical adjustments are working wonderful for this young man. This week, he went 6 innings, got the win. He had 11 Ks. His ERA was a big old fat 0. His whip was .67, and his Ks per 9 innings was 16.50. So a very nice week for that young man. The number 2 fantasy starting pitcher of the week. This gentleman had a wonderful game against the New York Yankees. He went 7 1/3 inning. His name is Mad Max Scherzer. He had 14 strikeouts. He had an ERA of 1.23. He had a whip of .41. And his Ks per 9 innings was 17.18. And the last gentleman, who was the pitcher of the week, he had the best week. He almost had a perfect game, just missed it by 1 pass ball. Oh, that sucks. Mr. John Means, he had 9 innings pitched, 12 Ks. Like I said, he threw no hitter, no whip, no ERA. He just had an amazing start. So good for that guy. Memories for a lifetime for Mr. Means. The top waiver wire pitcher this week was Velasquez, Vince Velasquez, starting pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. He had 2 starts this week. He went 11.1 innings. He had 12 Ks. He had an earned run average of 1.59, a whip of .97, and K for 9 innings was 9.53. Now, on the flip side, he's the top waiver wire pickup this week. I hope I said that correct. If I did not, top waiver wire pickup of last week, best starting pitcher that's on the waiver wire that you can pick up for free. All right, so the guys we're going to talk about now, we're going to talk about the top relievers of this week. Basically, these are going to be 3 of the top closers here. The first one we're going to talk about is the Boston closer, Matthew Barnes, who had 2 saves this week. He had 5 Ks, and he had a K for 9 innings of 12.27. The next guy we're going to talk about is Rolex Chapman for the New York Yankees. This week, he had 1 win, 1 save, 5 strikeouts. His K per 9 rate was 15 this week, and he went 3 innings as well. And the next guy we're going to talk about is Jake Dykeman from the Oakland A's. He went 2.2 innings this week. He got a win, a save. He had 6 strikeouts. He had an ERA of 3.38 and a K per 9 innings of over 20. So if you had any of those guys this week, you had a really nice week. You probably won your category for whatever category you're in. So those are the top hitters, top starting pitchers, and top relievers in fantasy baseball from last week. Now we're going to talk about the injuries. I just want to talk about one big injury tomorrow. I'm going to get a little bit more in depth with the injury report from this last week. Jacob Degrom, if you're a New York Mets fan, if you are a fantasy baseball owner of Jacob Degrom right now, is a little sketchy. He got pulled from his start yesterday morning. Apologies. He had a bad lat this week, and then he got pulled yesterday in the 6th inning when he was doing the warm-up pitches for the New York Mets. So they're doing an MRI to see what's going on with him today. Hopefully they figure out what is going on. He is probably headed to the IL. He's going to miss at least 1 start. So for all you Jacob Degrom owners out there, if you just want to hope for the speediest recovery for him because you want him back pitching, because he is the best pitcher in all of fantasy baseball, and also he's the best pitcher in all of real life baseball too as well. So for the New York Mets side, if you have Jacob Degrom, Carlos Carrasco right now, 2/5 of your starting rotation that you projected this year is out. And then also you have Noah Syndergaard, who's coming back from Tommy John surgery, so that's basically 3/5 of your rotation. And also earlier this offseason, you traded Steven Matz away too as well. So if you're a New York Mets fan, you're kind of holding your breath because you got basically 60% of your rotation that's not in right now. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully DeGrom's got a speedy recovery because they need him more than just about any other player needs to be playing for their team in the American League or National League. So hopefully they find out what's wrong and speedy recovery, Jacob Degrom. Garcia is next on the list. He was a gentleman who was with the Milwaukee Brewers, got traded to the Braves this offseason, during the season because the Milwaukee Brewers did so many different trades and transactions where they didn't need him anymore. He's in the Braves AAA system right now. He had 5 bombs this week. He had 3 home runs on Sunday. So he's swinging a very hot bat for the first week of minor league baseball. The next guy we're going to talk about is a prospect for the Marlins. He's a AAA prospect, Jesse Sanchez. He had 3 home runs this week. He's hitting over 500 for the first week of minor league baseball. He's only 22 years old. The way Miami's going, if they keep playing in this rut, if they keep playing below 500 baseball, he is somebody who could get called up very shortly, sooner than later, absolutely for sure here. Next guy we're talking about is one of the Boston studs. They got him in the Mookie Betts trade, Jeter Downs. He had 3 stolen bases this week. Jared Klinick for the Seattle Mariners, their top prospect, had a couple stolen bases this week. For Tampa Bay, Vidal Brojon, he had 4 homers this week, both from both sides, stolen base. He got caught stealing too as well. He's had a very nice start to the first week of the minor league games. Now with Kevin Kiermaier hurting his wrist too as well this week, he might be somebody who you might want to look to being called up here, just for the fact that I know they have the top prospect in all of baseball playing shortstop, but they have Willie Adames at shortstop. But if Kevin Kiermaier is out, this might be the gentleman who might pop up in center field for the Rays. He can haul, he can cover all the ground in center field, so he might be a really nice replacement until Kevin Kiermaier gets back from the disabled list if he's going to go there this week. Next guy we're going to talk about is the New York Yankees, Luke Voit. Obviously, he's not a prospect, but he's coming back this week. He's on the warpath back. He went 1-4 with a bomb, and the AAA affiliate for the Yankees. So he'll be back very, very soon. So if you are a fantasy owner of Luke Voit, that's got to be music to your ears. Also, if you're a New York Yankees fan, that's got to be music to your ears. Because in a nutshell, the Yankees have struggled the first month and a half with their offense. Gleyber Torres isn't hitting at all, basically. He has first home run yesterday of 5 weeks into the season. He got a game-winning swinging bunt, basically, the other day. So maybe he'll start going here a little bit, but we shall see. So anyways, that is everything for today. That's my episode. So happy Monday to everybody. May 10th, 2021. I am Ty Guy, the sports guy. Please like, subscribe, share, add. Please let everybody know that I'm here. I hope you got a lot of wonderful baseball information today, minor league, fantasy, and real. So anyways, if you want to see anything, if you want me to add anything onto the show, if you want me to take anything away, if you want me to do some more facts and stats about a certain player, anything that you want, please let me know. Add it onto the comment section below. I really appreciate it. So, all right, everybody, thank you for checking out my video. Thank you for staying with me all the way. Tomorrow's video, I'm going to talk about more of the injury report too as well. And we're going to talk about pitchers who have 2 starts this week and who they're playing against and who you should pick up off the waiver wire too as well. And also too, we're going to talk about some high trade candidates and some low trade candidates and some high trade candidates. Some guys you want to buy low, some guys you want to trade high. So, all right. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful Monday. I will see you tomorrow. Ty Guy, the sports guy, and I am out.